Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX, so welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. That's right, in the last episode, we went to the Tower of Spirits, we climbed all the way to the top that we can so far, and we got ourselves a snow rail map, which is pretty cool. And now we have a new area to go to, so we're gonna head over there, and there's warthogs, which kind of like, they remind me of the warthogs of Twilight Princess. They're so small, but then you realize, oh my god, we're in a giant train, and the whistle doesn't work. What? Wait, what? The whistle doesn't work. There's a demon train coming after us. What is going on here? We're gonna make a pit stop at Castletown to find this out. Luckily, the demon train went to the right. If it went to the left, you'd have to probably stop in there, because I wouldn't want to hit the brakes here. That'd be kind of, with the demon train on my ass, that'd be really annoying. But luckily, the demon train was nice and went the other direction. So yeah, warthogs, whistle doesn't work. That's a first. Well, what does that mean? We actually have to get like stuff to defend ourselves? No way! Yeah, that's right. We actually have to get this stuff to defend ourselves, guys. I'm gonna throw a pot at this guy because he has spiky hair and it pisses me off. And does this guy have spiky hair too? No, he kind of has like his hair off to the side. It almost looks like a comb over. It's kind of creepy. But I'm gonna head over here. We're gonna buy ourselves a red potion because I can. I could also buy prize postcards and win the treasure in the middle, but I don't like to tend to do that. I don't really do the prize postcards in this game. I don't really feel like showing it off. Maybe at the end of the game I will, but right now it's just like eh. Also, Tingle's there. Why the hell is Tingle there? Why are you worshipping Tingle, Mr. Shopkeeper? Anyway, to access the potion, and I'm also going to head over here, because you know what? I'm going to do some side questing before we talk to Alfonzo. Who cares about our train? It is only on fire. We are only burning alive in it, but, you know, who cares? That's fine. So, basically, okay, first of all, potions. You access it via the menu. It's to the left of the whirlwind. There's, like, little potion slots that you can carry up to 2 potions. And the red potion will cover 6 hearts. Consider we have 4 hearts. It's a good investment right now because it'll heal us to full health. So may as well use those. Anyway, take them all on challenge. You pay 50 rupees, I think. And basically, this is like the Chamber of Trials from like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and whatever other Zelda game has stuff like this. You battle floors of enemies. You have to defeat them all or to move on. There are a couple differences though with this one. As you can see, I can access it already. There's already 3 levels. There's basically 3 levels of this challenge. Each one giving you a different prize. The first one is well, you get 1 after Dungeon 1, you get 1 opens up after Dungeon 3, and 1 opens up after Dungeon 5. There is a specific reason for it, and you'll see why. It's one of the other major changes. Also, you can't get any recovery hearts from this, so you only have the health you go in. You have to play very conservatively. You really need to save your hearts, especially in the later levels. It really is an endurance challenge, so save your hearts as much as possible. You can bring potions, you can use potions, so take advantage of that and, you know, make sure you're stocked up on potions. Honestly, this one's not too bad, it's only 10 floors, so I think having a potion just to make sure is good enough. So, I don't think you need to spend that much. Also, because I didn't want to get another potion, because you'll actually, well, I want to leave a potion slot open for a reason you'll see soon enough. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and defeat these guys. This was a really close call not too long ago with that. Luckily, I mean, just keep your distance, use your whirlwind. Whirlwind does stun a few enemies too, so you might want to use that to stun enemies if you're unsure about rushing into combat. Although the whirlwind's so slow and it only goes in one direction that it might not really be effective, so you might just want to stick to your jump attacks, stick to the outside, you know, slash your way in. You know, give yourself some distance if you can, because sometimes, you know, close range slashing doesn't quite work. Your shield won't always be there to defend yourself. You don't want to be taking unnecessary damage. So, you know, just take your time, be slow, be confident. Be confident in your little stylist pushes, your little stylist pokes, because, well, I mean, that's honestly the easiest way to fight enemies is just to tap them as opposed to slashing on the screen. Oh god, these worm things. I hate these worm things. The cool thing is, though, you can actually blow them into the, each other. I could have done a spin attack there, except I didn't want to risk it. See, the problem is, as much as I want to spin attack the face, the spin attack just seems very finicky in this game. It's kind of, it's hard to pull off. It's very situational if you're like surrounded by enemies. Ow! Damn it! You don't poke my ass, stupid blast worm! Die! These things are annoying. Stupid Luke. That's right. We called him Luke last time. We're gonna call him Luke now. Bye, Luke. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. Stupid blast worm, or I'm interrupted by train of thought. And that's okay. We're just gonna continue onward. So these keys, I do hate fighting keys. Oh right, spin attack. They are kind of finicky. Damn it! I might be taking more damage here. I mean, you can, it is useful, but it's not really as useful as it is in, like, the 2D Zelda, or not the 2D Zeldas, but, like, you know, the old school handheld Zeldas, you know, your Link's Awakening, your Oracle Seasons, because you can't really move with it, and B, it's you kind of have to get close. The control of doing it, like spinning around in a circle, is kind of finicky. It's kind of like how it is in the 3D Zeldas. You know, it takes too long to do a spin attack most times. It's a very situational thing. So most people tend to use it that much in favor of the jump attack, which is kind of like how this game is. So I guess the more 3D you make a Zelda, the more the spin attack becomes useless. I don't know. But here we go. We have I guess a middle boss of this chamber. It's not one, but two of these things from the middle boss of the tourist temple, the blah blah blah. I do this a little too early. He knocks my whirlwind black at me, and he bum rushes me. It does do half a heart of damage if he does that, so it is kind of hard to avoid. I'm surprised they managed to avoid it the first time. Because you have to kind of get off your whirlwind, and then, oh, whoa, that was close. Expert dodging there. Alright. Alright, let's see what you got here. He's going to throw another skull at me. Did that hit the one that threw it, or did that hit the other guy? I don't know. The guy just kind of got in the way. I'm not really sure which one I hit. That's the only thing is they both take 2 hits, but you have to kind of watch out. It's tougher when there's 2 of them because they tend to throw skulls at the same time. You have to, like, you know, kind of avoid them. The nice thing about this, though, is especially because they don't drop recovery hearts, you do tend to make up just as many rubies or more that you actually put into it if you get to later stages. So you don't tend to really lose rubies by having to try this again, just losing time, really, which is like, whatever. Well, I guess for being an LPer, you know, time is kind of important, but I can cut stuff out. And that is my phone once again, always calling while I record, because this game, because timing hates me. Like, I swear my phone never goes off when I'm not recording. It's really, really funny. Anyway, we're getting pretty close to the end of the Chamber of Trials. So what else is there to really comment about? I'm just killing enemies. Like I said, be cautious. You know, I've only taken a heart and a quarter of damage. I still have a potion. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think this is the last one. I think this is 4-9. There's a lot of enemies on this one, though. Just watch out for the Octoroks. We haven't seen Octoroks before this, actually. We'll be seeing them soon enough more, but just watch out for them. They can shoot at a distance, but as you can see, they shoot really slow, so they're not too hard to dodge. I mean, Octoroks have never really been that much of a threat. Plus, they look so cute. They look so adorable in this game. I'm like, oh, I want to hug one. But here we go. Here is the big, awesome change to the Chamber of Trials that this game has. Every 10 floors, you get to fight a boss. So, like when I said we're gonna be seeing Stagnox a lot, this is exactly why. We're gonna be fighting him in the Chamber of Trials quite often. Well, the Chamber of Trials is the Take Them All On challenge in this game. And basically, it's just going to be the exact same as always. Now, what will happen, actually, is they will not let you use any items you didn't have at this point in the game. So if we had whatever future items we get, we will not be able to access while we're doing this boss fight. They'll only let us use the whirlwind, which is unfortunate, because, you know, it's nice. It would be interesting to see how if, like, the bow would work. That being said, they probably didn't program for it to work anyway, so... I guess it's just the cheap way of not having to program that kind of stuff in. I don't know. But you can only use your whirlwind. That's all we really need, though. Stagnox, really never that much of a threat. He's certainly, you know, I mean, he's the first boss of the game. He's not really supposed to be hard. He's supposed to be pretty simple. So you shouldn't have too much of a problem. I mean, with 2 1/4 hearts, that should be no issue right now. I'm already halfway through the fight anyway. He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna do his little roar. He's gonna fly up there and start shooting blast worms at us. Loop to the face, yeah, we've done that all before. So, yeah, the only problem is you have these really long cutscenes. It's like, cutscenes. Alright, shoot your random shit. There we go. Where does these things come from? Looks like it comes from his ass. Why are blast worms coming from your ass, buddy? That's kind of creepy. Anyway, I accidentally killed 2 of them. That's okay. You only need 1 to blow his face up. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come fly down and play with me. Come fly down and play with me, please. Boom, you're dead. Ha ha ha. Anyway, that was a really weird voice. We're just gonna keep slashing his ass because that's what we do against Stagnox. I tried to blow him for some reason. I don't know why. It was kind of silly. I'm not sure if if I'm like missing a hit or something, or if he does actually take three rounds, because I tend to be doing this. Well, I am kind of like, you know, it's gonna take 3 rounds of this. It took three rounds before, so I guess it does take 3 rounds. I could have sworn I've done it in 2 before, but you know, whatever. Rounds, I mean, per you know, part of this boss fight, you only need to do 2 slashing rounds versus 3. But nope, he gets up, he flies over there again. We're gonna let these blast worms blow up. I was gonna try to blow that one, I kind of failed. Well, there we go. You blew up my whirlwind! Poor whirlwind. How does a whirlwind blow up? How does that even work? Well, then again, how does this whirlwind thing even work? And whoa! That was awesome. Did you see that? Did you just freaking see that? I just freaking jump attacked a blast worm in midair. Stagnank's like, I'm gonna snipe you, and I was like, lol, nope. I'm just gonna slash your blast worm midair and take it down like a boss. And he's dead. And speaking of bosses, the boss is dead. Like a boss, the boss is dead. Interesting way of saying things, Lucky. Anyway, we're not gonna have any crazy cutscene of glowing little triangles coming out of the ground and blah blah blah. The warp's just gonna go on. We're gonna move on to the next floor. Except, like I said, only 10 floors, and a boss is every 10 floors, so we only have to fight this. And I think I guess that shows why, you know, you have to wait for until you fight later bosses in order to actually access the next levels. Because, you know, every 10 floors is a boss, but we've only fought one boss before, so oops. You can access it again if you want. I'm sure you probably get like a treasure as a prize, so why bother doing that? We got a heart container though, so now we're up to 5 hearts. So that's pretty fine and dandy, I guess. You know, in this game, as you can see though, you don't get heart pieces, you get heart containers. Also, Postman, yo, what's up, dude? But you get, instead of getting heart pieces, you get whole heart containers. I guess the one big flaw of this style of Zelda, like the DS style, is that there's not really much exploration. You're traveling around, you can't really find heart pieces on the train tracks, so when the main world is sort of like an on-rails thing like that, you don't really have the same sort of exploration for heart pieces. Instead, you have, in this game, you have a ton of mini-games and like little things like that where they reward you with a full heart container. So, basically, you know, I guess I don't really mind it too much. I mean, it kind of sucks to not have heart pieces, but then, you know, getting whole heart containers for minigames, I mean, it's pretty cool anyway. I mean, there's still a reward, there's still a way to increase your life. It's just more minigame based than exploration based, which, I mean, the minigames in this are pretty cool. I mean, look at that minigame we just did, it's pretty cool. Anyway, Alfonzo unnecessarily sends him a letter. We are already gonna come pick him up, so I don't really see the point of them sending us a letter. I guess they're like, dude, stop distracting yourself with minigames, come pick me up already. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. So how could I fail to defend the princess? Well, because you're human, and you make mistakes. So she's a spirit now, and he believes us, because, you know, why would you not believe Link and his cute little face? How could you not trust the hero of... What is he the hero of in this game? They never really specify, like in Ocarina, they're like, you're the hero of time. And when we're like, you're the hero of winds. And I guess we're the hero of trains, I don't know. That's kind of a really lame title. I'm the hero of time. I'm the hero of winds. I'm the hero of trains. Then again, you can do like that that old ASDF flash animation. I like trains. I don't know if anyone would get that reference, but I don't care. We're here with Toadsworth, aka Teacher, and we're like, Zelda's a spirit, and he's like, you're saying like she died? Well, you know, dude, she kind of did die. You know, Chancellor Cole, aka Two Hat Douchebag, kind of killed her. So, yeah, she's dead. But we'll be seeing him again. He kind of plays a part in a very, very, very unnecessary side quest that I'm going to do anyway because Teacher is cool and he reminds me of Toadsworth. And I guess I just have a penchant for the worrying teacher type or the worrying mentor to a princess type. I don't know, but he's pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead though. We're gonna head back. Well, actually, I'm gonna check this board. Honestly, like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these prize postcards. Also because I'm not really sure how to change the date on this thing because, you know, the way I'm recording it. So I don't know if I can really make good use of it anyway, because it kind of needs to use a date to do things. I kind of wanted down here. I was looking for the postcard thing, because we're gonna be doing stuff. Oh, not the postcard, the stamp station, because, you know, we're going to need to use the stamp station soon. But it's somewhere on there. You can't access it yet. That's the point. So even though we're gonna be looking for stuff to do with the stamp stations, I'm not gonna be able to access Castletown's one yet, because it's up there somewhere. Anyway. After that mouthful, and now that I'm completely out of breath, we're going to head back to Boda Village, and this is going to give me a chance to show off a suggestion you guys recommended last episode, where, instead of cutting out train segments, I'm going to go ahead and go Chipmunk Train! That's right, I'm going to call it Chipmunk Train from now on, because we're going to hear the music being all, like, high-pitched like that. And it's going to be basically, I'm just going to speed up, like 4 times before I'll only show the important parts. I think that'll work out better anyway, because that way you guys won't get lost as to where I am. That's kind of important, so, I'm going to do things like that. I kind of wish I even had the chipmunk thing for last episode with the going through the Tower of Spirits. I would have chipmunked that as well, but I'll be trying to do that from now on instead of cutting, unless it's really long stuff. I mean, I'll sort of mix up the two. Anyways, I noticed that I'm going down that path. Really, a big mistake going down that path. I really should have planned it out better, because now I'm kind of cornered between 2 trains. I can't outrun them, especially not when backing up, because you're slower when you're backing up. So I tried to basically get on this path. What I should have done, I should have gone on the other path, because I don't make it. If I went on the other path, I could have just stayed there and was safe, but I didn't really plan it out very well. So, unfortunately, split second decisions and a poor route planning can lead to death like that. Like I said, it's pretty easy for them to suddenly corner you unexpectedly and you end up getting killed. If you end up being a little too risky if you're route planning and stuff like that. So this time I'm going to try going over here. I mean, it's fine, I got a game over. I'm not going to hide it. It doesn't mean anything like in other Zeldas where it's like, oh my god, you got a game over, oh no. But anyway, we can go back to Chipmunk Train. Yeah, I do love this. I'm really glad you guys suggested this idea because Chipmunk Train is hilarious. And I'm going to be laughing every single time. But I do slow it down right here because I do want to show that this little ring thing, this thing right here, it's going to come into play really soon. So keep that in mind right there. It's pretty important. Anyway, as you can see, we dodged this one pretty fast. I think I'm just going to keep it on normal speed from now on because I do want to show off the path back to Aboda Village because we didn't really go on it besides that tutorial part at the beginning. That's like, nothing really happens in the tutorial part. So I'm just going to keep things at normal speed for now. It's not, I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of dragging things out a little bit, but, you know, I don't mind. Sometimes it's fun to just keep things on the train like that. So, here we go, we're going on the train tracks, and yeah, it's not really, as you can see, the train's like way out of, you can't even see it, so this path obviously worked out quite a bit better than before. We didn't blow up and die. Also, pig, cow, pig, no, the cow, pig, cows, not the pig, cow, pigs. What the hell are you talking about, boy? Pig, cow, pigs. Anyway, there's a rabbit, also there's one of these guys, so we know how to shoot them off, just use your whistle. Not really that hard, just wait for him to charge and blow your whistle, and now he'll run away. So there we go, I actually got a good angle of it that time. Also, the other reason why I kind of slowed this down is to show that off. And also because, I guess Aboda Village is an exception in that it's a station at a dead end. So, unlike other stations where you can have the liberty overshooting, make sure you slow down appropriately on this one. Because if you crash in the garage, well, it's actually fun to crash into the garage, I have to admit, just like, whee, bam, right in the garage at full speed. But you will take damage from that, so don't do it. So make sure you actually stop at this station properly. Unlike other stations, you kind of have to actually slow down ahead of time. Unless you want to ram the garage. Then it's just like, whatever. So anyway, Alfonso's like, okay, I'm gonna go to my workshop, I'm gonna make you something useful to fight off warthogs and demon trains and crazy stuff like that. I love how he's like, you were a good train driver, Link. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, we blew up and died. I don't think that's called good train driving. Good job, we got here in one piece. No, we didn't. We died. Anyway, I do want to show off one thing quickly. That's if you roll multiple times in a row, Link actually gets dizzy. Or if you do multiple spin attacks in a row, Link gets dizzy as well. So I guess he incorporates, I mean, if you're rolling that much, you're gonna get dizzy. If you're spinning around that much, you're gonna get dizzy. So I guess it's kind of realistic. I don't know. But anyway, we're back here with Nico. Nico, I missed you, dude. He comments on that, how I look like a strange old, one of his friends back in the old days. Well, dude, weren't you there when, Tetra made all the guards look like Link? I mean, this shouldn't be any sort of surprise to you, buddy. But anyway, he makes a little reference to Wind Waker Link there, which is kind of cool. And then he gives us a stamp book. As I mentioned before, Stamp Station is now going to come into play. What we have to do basically is we have to take the stamp book and we have to go to other places like, well, over here actually. There's little stamp stations, and we basically have to stamp the notebook. And basically, you just need to collect. You basically just need to go to one stamp station. There usually is one in every main area in the game, and you just put a stamp there. And when you collect enough of them, Nico's going to give you prizes. There's actually there's a prize for 10 stamps. There's a prize for 15 stamps. And there's a prize for 20 stamps. There is not a prize, however, for being chased by bees. Bees. And because I want to make a little reference to the first episode, I end up just causing the bees here. Now it's not thanks to douchebag kid. I just wanted to cause a glitch in the cutscene myself, because, it's funny, it's a reference to the first episode of the LP. So I'm like, you know what, why not do it again? I'm being stung to death once again while Alfonzo brings out the train. Kind of funny, but now Alfonso's like, dude, what is with you and bees, man? It's a bunch of beeswax. Ha 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 ha, bad pun. But anyway, we got ourselves a cannon! Oh my goodness, that means we can actually blow stuff up. So now we're going to actually be able to defend ourselves for our train, which is always a good thing. I'm going to try to get out of here before I get stung to death. There we go, and this is LuckySevenDX signing out. In the next episode, we blow stuff up with our cannon and our train, and it's going to be awesome.